Dear 2021, the past few years have been rough, but it's allowed me to grow a lot. And after a trip to Zion National Park, I went back to LA, packed up my whole life, and decided to leave my friends and family for the first time in my adult life, and move to the state of Utah. But that trip and that journey has led me here, and led me to creating this channel. But now it's officially 2022. Although the highlights of my last year look amazing, since I've moved to this new state, I have been totally alone. I haven't made a single friend here, and I suppose that's my own fault because I stay in my own little world filming and painting and reading. But that's why I'm so thankful to have this channel, because I feel like I'm connecting with people who understand me and don't judge me, and it warms my heart so much. So today, in this video, I really wanted to talk about my intentions for 2022, ways to improve my mental health in a positive way, things I can implement into my daily routine to take care of myself better, and just things that I want to do because I just want to do them. One of my Christmas gifts this year from my mom was this beautiful leather-bound journal with paper that is made the traditional way with thick canvas, and it's so beautiful, and these pages just make me feel as if I'm in the 1800s writing by candlelight, and I kind of feel like a pirate, or I got it off of a pirate ship, I don't know, but I really love this book. Now that I have this book, it's the perfect place to write my New Year intentions and write it by quill. The first thing on my list is to read more books. I've always had a goal for as long as I can remember to read 100 books in a year, and I've never taken the time to do it, but I have recently discovered in efforts to stay off social media throughout the day, the time I would normally spend on my phone, I can spend reading. And I have mapped out my reading progress pretty in detail to the point that I know I can read 100 pages in an hour, so I'm right on track to finishing 100 books in a year. I ended up giving in and buying some physical books as well. I normally read off of a Nook, and I wasn't going to buy any more physical books because I'm moving and it's hard to travel with, and I plan on moving quite a bit in the next few years. But I could not help myself. There's just something so nostalgic about flipping through physical pages and the smell and holding it. It's not the same reading it off of a digital download, even though it's much easier. So today I'm reading The Silent Patient. I got this one for $2 from a Goodwill. Since we're on the topic of books, something else I would like to do is invest a couple of months of reading just self-help and business-related books. I currently have a couple books, and these will be the first ones on my reading list. The first book I plan to read, and I've already read, is A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. I'm obsessed with this book. It changed my life in more ways than one, and I can talk about that in another video. But I can just say that if you are in a rough place and you need something to help you get through it, this is the book for you. The next book is a business-related book, and it's Earn Your Piece of the American Pie by Tammy Mahalik. This book teaches you all about business-related things, LLCs, taxes, a lot of stuff I don't know about but need to learn, and it's also a worksheet book so I can fill out different things and learn how to do stuff on my own. The next book is Talk Easy, Listen Hard. This book is all about how to communicate with others properly, which is something I would really like to learn more about. Ever since I've moved, I have dreamt of having a minimalist closet. And as you can tell, I definitely do not. I own lots of t-shirts. Way too many. So to start this new year off right, I want to get rid of as many things as my heart can bear to let go of and start clearing out my closet a bit. Since I moved from LA to Utah, I ended up having to leave probably over 70% of my things behind because the U-Haul we got, well, nothing fit. It was too late to do anything about it, so I had to leave everything on the side of the road. So now when I look at these boxes of clothes, it doesn't really mean too much to me as I've already let go of a lot. The more items I let go of, I truly do feel more happy. But if I find letting go of an item difficult, I ask myself a few simple questions. Do I like this color? Do I wear this color? Does this item even fit me? Is this item damaged? And will letting go of this item change who I am as a person? No, it won't. I also decided to go through my house and look for some decor items. This is probably the hardest thing because I love decor. I feel like my surroundings really affect me, and I love being in a semi-themed house. But I did find a few things that I don't really love. I'm not just trying to downsize my closet and decor though. I am trying to minimize the amount of clutter everywhere in my house, and that includes things I don't use. I recently got a nice coffee machine, so I have this leftover coffee that I do not like, so I decided to repurpose it and make a homemade coffee scrub. I'm adding tea in there along with salt, lavender essential oils, coconut oil, and coffee. I'll be using this later when I take a nice bubble bath. My creativity comes in many forms. You're watching one of them. And the next one is to paint. Last year, I did a lot of creating, mostly in resin. I wasn't painting as much as I'd like to. So for this year, I want to make it a habit again to start painting multiple times a week. Painting can usually be a bit stressful for me because I'm consistently thinking about the end result. But that's something I want to do less of this year because I find myself not being present as often as I should be or would like to be. And when you're painting something and focusing on something that you're doing right in the moment, it's a lot easier to be present with what's happening right then and there. So through painting, I hope to find consistent presence every time I pick up a paintbrush. I need to get outside more. I tell myself this all the time when I'm stuck in a work hole inside my home. But let's face it, our homes are usually cozy and you don't want to leave when it's freezing out. But I am making it a point each day to actually leave my house. Even if it's just in my backyard for 10 minutes, stepping outside and appreciating nature and the temperature of the air and the trees and the beautiful sky. There's nothing like it. It's grounding and it makes me happy, and it makes me wonder why I don't leave my house more often when I feel sad. After all, that is why I moved to Utah, for the nature, and yet I still find myself cooped up inside more than I'd like. I'm also making it a goal to go hiking multiple days a week. I did really good with this last year. I'm just hoping I can keep it up. In terms of escapism, I have actually started playing VR. I bought this a while ago and I never really played it too much, but recently I was feeling really, really sad one day and I put this on and I started playing a fantasy game, and oh my gosh, I felt so much better. I felt like I was stepping into a different world that had zero problems, and I absolutely loved it. So I plan to make some time for fun and games, to escape and feel like a kid. And it makes me happy, so that's a plus. When I'm working nonstop, I find myself not getting up to eat proper meals. I'll normally eat frozen food or fast food or just a bunch of snacks, which isn't very healthy. I want to be more intentional about the things that I'm putting in my body and make sure I am serving my body right and giving it the nutrients that it needs. Taking care of myself has slowly but surely become a last priority. Again, it's hard, and I feel like this year it's all about taking care of myself and showing myself some love. And a small way that I can do that is by painting my nails. It's such a simple thing, and I didn't do it for the longest time, but it actually stopped me from biting my nails, and it makes me feel more feminine having my nails done. It's so weird because I'm a very outdoorsy person, so they end up getting ruined, but I don't know, I still like doing it. Another way I plan to take care of myself is to take bubble baths more often. Not only are baths so relaxing and a great way to pamper yourself, but it can actually improve heart health and it can help you breathe easier. Your brain and nervous system can benefit from bathing, and your muscles and joints and bones also benefit. You could do a little body scrub, add some essential oils, light some candles, read a book, play spa music. It's truly a great way to pamper yourself, especially when you just can't find enough time to do things for you. And this is such a small thing that you can do. Something else I'm making a priority is getting good sleep. I like to cast this projector of different scenes. I was watching Hawaii this night, and this helps me go into a calmed state to get ready for bed. I also like to journal a bit. This is my manifestations journal, and I write down things that I want to manifest and what date I want it to happen by. Getting good sleep is so important, and falling asleep in the right mindset, so I like to meditate or do self-hypnosis right before bed or read. Honestly, I try to do all three of those. So, I guess that's it for my intentions of 2022. Feel free to write your intentions and goals below. If you want an accountability buddy, I'm here. Well, cheers to another journey around the sun. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.